Side bend here. Moan. Ah. Wiggle your butt a little bit back and forth. Moan. Ah. If you need to pee, that's okay. You can go do that. Just like quietly do that. We're not going to take an official break. Just hurry up and then come back if you have to. Ready? Wiggle your butt. Okay. Sit on down. Don't everybody go pee at the same time. Okay, grab a seat, feeling great? Grab a seat. Okay, if you got to order, make it quick so we can get your attention, get you here for feedback. And Richard went first, so Richard's going to go first. All right. So you're going to go in the order you went. So get over there. I will introduce you again. Let's grab the mic. Yes.
No.
Oh, the mic. Okay. Good for you. You're the best. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has spent his life traveling the world, passionately studying the subject of how we can make humanity's lives and communities better. And today, he is here to bless you with some of his knowledge, some fascinating discoveries he's made in his decades of travel. Mr. Richard Kyle, give him a hand.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Quick question. How many of you would love to live in a world where you can walk outside barefoot, pick your dinner, surrounded by friends and family that you know, watching your kids, their kids learn through play? Quick show of hands. Say yes. Yes. Sounds great, right? That's like unanimous. That's like shared instinct. So what's next? Credibility. All right. Well, personally, I have lived in 9 different countries and traveled dozens of others, and I've studied governance, food systems, land, education, everything that makes the world work, human life. And I've become obsessed with one question. What does correct human design at human scale actually look like? Sorry. What I found was that most of the systems have been fragmented. When we separate community from food, education from decision making, life becomes very efficient, but it becomes fragile. And when systems are integrated, when waste feeds soil, when soil feeds food, when food feeds families that we know, we build coherence. Sorry, guys. Losing my thought.
You got it.
Yeah, it's just the thread. So how far did we get? We got the information summary. So, yeah, bringing it together. So now, close your eyes for a second. See yourself waking up in a home that you own, on land that belongs together to the community, surrounded by a nutritious food forest, a free organic food. You grow with your own hands. It's better than therapy. Surrounded by friends that love you, that you love. You take care of each other, and your children are always looked after by aunties and uncles. And you feel safe. This is a world we can create. So does that feel like something more connected than what you have now? Say yes. Yes. Say yes. Yes. There it is. So it's not, do we want this? It's how are we going to get there? Thank you.
All right, feedback chair. Feedback chair. Got it.
All right.
Got it, man. So, first off, oh my God, was this a different person? Holy motherfuck, man! When you go see the guy who walked out the first time and the guy who walked out the second time, like a picture's worth 1,000 words and a video is worth 1,000,000. This is going to be on YouTube, and when you feel, by the way, it's not egotistical to scroll to yourself. Feel free to find yourself, watch yourself back, then watch everybody else. But when you see the first you and this you, how you walked out. Totally different guy. And by the way, we're only doing what went right this time, not because we can only give so much feedback for improvement. We can only absorb so much for a day. So it's a totally different guy. The one thing I will say that you got to watch, and I'm saying this to teach the class, it is such a common defense mechanism for people to get in their head, to be able to go, oh my God, I forgot my word. It's okay. It's only the second time I've done it. And all of that, first off, I didn't buy any of that. It wasn't true. You didn't forget where you were. You did know the steps. You did know what to say next. But every one of us has an inner child we want to protect because we were up in front of our class. Right. It was a play. It was something, we were giving a book report. We did something, our parents, and we did something and we got embarrassed. But if we give ourselves the out of, oh shit, it was only my second time and I didn't have this. Bullshit. You had it. You got up here and you had it. And then a part of you was like, oh, but if I do something wrong, I'm going to feel bad. So let me give myself the excuse of fumbling.
Little insulation.
Right. But you get it, right? Like you didn't, am I lying? You had
it. I found it.
So the reason I mentioned that with him is we all do this as a way of defending or protecting. Yeah. Don't do it. He had it. You totally got up here. Comfortable, happy, everything I said, the passion for your subject, the enthusiasm, your body language had changed. You were making eye contact. You literally took charge of the audience. When you didn't get a yes you wanted, you're like, no, say yes. And you got it. Like you did so many things right. And the only thing that got in your way was that instinct to basically mess up on purpose to give yourself an excuse, right? Like, oh, I forgot. You did not forget. You had this, man. When you watch your second video, you're going to see you got up here and you had it. And then for a second, you got in your head, went back to an old behavior, right? By the way, you know, I don't believe the saying, how you do one thing's how you do everything, but I do believe the saying, how you do one thing's how you do most things. Guaranteed, if any of you relate to the feedback I'm giving him on that, you do it other places in your life too. I'll show up late for a date. I'll make a stupid joke on the date. So if he or she rejects me, I don't have to feel bad. It's them. They didn't like my sense of humor. And what? I did nothing. It's their fault.
It's a self-sabotage. Yeah.
Can be. But self-sabotage lets us protect ourselves. Right. Defense. Yeah. The real thing is, gang, there's nothing to feel bad about. You're not supposed to be Tony fucking Robbins right now. This is your first and second time you're doing this. We're in spring training. There's nothing to be protected from. Kind of sucking at something's the first step to being sort of good at it. And you were more than sort of good at it. Like you were so comfortable and great. So, you know, notice where you do it. Everybody else, what do you do well? Yeah.
Just one question. How do we get it?
How do we get it?
Yeah.
Oh, talk to me later. Yeah.
There you go. You influenced her. What about you?
This time your tone and your pace was perfect.
Oh, thank you.
I thought, it was slower the first time. This time it was like so much passion. You changed your intonation so quickly in the beginning that we were very engaged.
Thank you.
And the descriptive world. We spent more time on descripting that world that we want, and that's where I think we got quiet.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
It was like you came out this time, you took up space.
Mm.
You just took up the space, and it was so nice to see. And then also, yeah, your tone. It was there was a fluctuation in your tone was high. It was really.
Thank you.
Okay, one more. Yes, Stanley.
It's like when you come in, because you own the stage, and everything you do changes.
Yep.
I feel it, yeah.
So before it was really difficult to hear you, but this time you're like talking about it really confidently and passionately.
Yeah.
You could feel the passion. And then your pause as well is just perfect.
Agatha.
I just want to say, did you do the meditation part, closing the eyes in the first one?
No.
No.
Okay.
I see.
I thought like I did not experience it.
Well, I learned that from the next speeches that came up. I'm like, I'm going to use that. Yeah.
That's really good. And it was
Yeah.
really good.
A
You
lot
really
of
took
that.
charge.
Thank
I
you
love
all,
that.
because yeah,
I
I'm
still
learning from
see
all of
my
you.
aunties, you know, I literally have this like imaginary like
Yeah.
picture in my head. So I have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are these aunties? I know, right?
There you go, man. I mean, you
Thank
see,
you.
you did a lot right.
Yeah. Thank
You
you
did
all.
a lot right,
Thank you
man.
all.
Give him a hand.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Now pass the microphone to who went second last time?
Ben.
Ben.
Sorry, are you in pain?
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm burnt.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, but all good.
So, get it on, get it on. Need a little help? You got it. There we go. Ladies, I think,
Is it on the right way?
there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from parts east, west, north, and south, we have our amazing speaker, Mr. Benoit. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing? We're at that part of the day where our attention might wane a little bit, right? Are you still feeling quite alive and alert? Yeah. Okay. So, how many of us here have felt judged when living a life where you've taken risks and you've lived outside of what society sees as normal? Can I see a raise of hands? Anyone here would like to share one of your experiences, maybe?
I had a friend get like really, actually like jealous, and it like was a real strain on our friendship actually. But
Because
it
of,
comes from a judgmental place of yeah,
so because of something that you did.
my lifestyle, like living like remotely nomadic, that kind of
Okay.
thing. Yeah.
So anyone else wants to share something else?
I can share like, you know, living my corporate career and starting my own business. It was very, very scary. It took me many years to actually get to the point where I was like, no, you can do it. No, you can try. You can even try.
Okay.
You know.
How many of us can relate to these two stories? Whether it's on a personal basis, whether it's a corporate lifestyle that you're giving up, I can share similar situations where I've been in the same boat. Following a corporate lifestyle, years ago, I was in a long-term relationship. In the eyes of the family and society, everybody was like, this is the right thing to do. I had a career in recruitment. She also had a career in hotels. Everything was going very well, but I just wasn't, after about 4 years, I just didn't feel that I could connect. Can anyone of you relate to that? And because of the way society saw things to be, before I move on to this, I just want to add a little caveat here. I'm not here to sell anything. If you can leave today with a bit of inspiration, some of you might still be on the fence today, even though you've experienced these experiences in the past. You might be at a situation. I found myself as I get older, finding it harder to make those decisions that actually feel right within myself. So if you can be inspired to continue to live that life, it's all good and well in our younger years, but it doesn't stop there. So I'm coming back to the story. We were in a situation where after 4 years we were getting married, and it just wasn't right. As things progressed, we both actually reached a point through conversations and so on and so forth. She was a little bit older than me, more mature than I was at the time. And I decided, we were on holiday somewhere. I was in a corporate job. She also had a good corporate job. We went into a surf shop in Newquay, southwest of the UK. And I saw a notice in the shop basically saying National Lifeguard Training Centre, this could be you. And I remember looking at her, I had my surfboard in the car, going to go surfing. And I said, when we split up, that's what I'm going to do. She laughed, although very supportive. The whole family was like, a rolling stone gathers no moss. And I took the plunge. I did my exams, took 2 weeks off, failed my exams the first time round. And when I came back into the office the next week, handed in my notice to take on another exam for a week later, so that I stopped the job on a Friday in the office, and on a Monday I started my work on the beach as a lifeguard. And I followed the sun for 5 years. So I just want to let you know, this was quite a few years ago, But having said this, I continue to live my life in exactly the same way. As hard as it is sometimes, where I pinch myself, bills have to be paid. Can anyone relate to this? Okay, so don't let your inner spirit, your inner soul die just because as we age, we just have to fit in more with what's going on around us. Doesn't mean that you're 50, 60, you can still live that life. Yes, funds are important, but on a finishing note, I would like to thank you for your time. I don't have any courses, but if you can leave feeling a little bit more inspired, then hopefully I've done something right. Thank you.
Yeah. So wait, stand up for a second. Say, instead of if you can leave, ask them, how many of you feel a little bit more inspired than you did 5 minutes ago? Do it.
How many of you feel a little bit more inspired than you did a few minutes ago? Excellent.
Take
Fantastic.
some shares. Take some shares. What inspired you? What was good?
What inspired you, Richard?
I love the fact that you were actually leaving something that was semi-stable, but you know you wanted more. You know you needed more, and I've been up against that so many times.
Okay. Anyone else? Doctor? Yes, sir.
I even like you you didn't look at your phone.
Yes.
You didn't take out your glasses. But I think those two are from the first one and the second one. The second one is
Good.
much more
Thank you very much.
So what else? Somebody share what inspiration they got. Keep taking shares. Take 2 more shares.
Yes.
On a spot. I mean, I love that. Like all of them. The story. You telling me your story for the first time. I was totally into it. And like you totally involved me from the moment you started and the engagement, the whole story. I loved it. The speech was great. Fantastic.
Thank you. Stanley?
Well done.
Yeah, I definitely can resonate with your journey. I mean,
Yeah,
been through this
totally.
similar path living my engineering, and I can totally understand, and I could feel the freedom that it comes when you're pursuing the things that you actually love.
Yeah. Now,
Great.
end by making a joke. Go, oh my God, looks like I did something right.
Oh my God, looks like I've done something right and I'm not on my own.
Okay.
There you
Great.
go. Grab a seat. Now give him a hand. That's the one thing I would say add to it. But, okay, is this a totally different guy? Like, look at the face. By the way, did anyone notice the stomach flu or anything like this? Did anyone notice him not bringing energy? No. So I just want to say again, it's so normal in the beginning. As speakers, we give ourselves every excuse as an emotional out. Okay? Not just for you, all of you. Stop it. And the reason I say this is because if you're doing that, it's because you're still focusing on whatever your inner critic is telling you about yourself, and you don't realize how fucking amazing you are. We're all in Bali. Everybody in this room made a decision that they wanted to live on a tropical island, that they wanted to do something different with their life and not get on that conveyor belt that everybody in Western life did. And you didn't just make the decision, you got off your ass and you came. How many of your friends here are saying, oh, I wish I could be like you, Armando. I wish I could be in Bali. And you're like, well, come, you can stay with me. I'll help you find a villa. And then how many of them actually buy the goddamn ticket? You know how many people tell me how lucky I am? And I'm like, great. You want to help me get you set up? Where do you want to live? Ubud, Canggu, Uluwatu? I can find you a villa. Oh, yeah, that'd be great, Mike. How many people take me up on that offer? We came. That already puts you ahead of everybody. You're an action taker. You have a vision for your life and you do something about it. You're sitting here for 4 weeks, listening to me, taking notes. You put together a talk. Most people run from shit like this because they're so terrified of public speaking. You're terrified and you showed up anyhow and went first, insisted on going first. So stop telling me why you're so inadequate and you have to protect your little child from criticism. It's because you're not focusing on how great you are. I'm not making this shit up. Most people never, you know what most people do? They die looking at a poster of Bali. They're old people with an oxygen tank going, I wish I'd gone there. And if you don't see that in yourself, that's why you need all the self-protection mechanisms. But I'm not saying this to pump you up. I'm saying this to fucking wake you up. It's true. Okay? I'm not saying this because I'm like a coach trying to make you feel good about yourself. I'm telling you facts. It's true about you. It's true about you and you and you and you. You're the people who came. You don't need to defend this little thing from criticism. You should be giving it shitloads of credit. And if you're not, start doing that. You deserve it. Okay? So, thank you. Sorry for my rant.
All right.
Now, let's focus back on this person. So the whole Bali belly thing, my point is, the reason I belabored that before is, I knew you could do this. And you killed it. You got up here. You did so many things right, I ran out of time. Here's the thing. Relax. Relaxed body movement. Takes control of the stage immediately. Takes control of the group. You connected right away. Like you came out and you were just warm and you were looking up and you were out here and you had eye contact. Immediately you did the first thing, which was you connected with everyone. And when the phone was gone and you didn't have your crutch, you were with us right away. Where do you see that? You have this great body movement where you're grounded and you're centered, but you're not stiff, which is a hard thing to pull off because you come off as grounded, centered, and masculine, but you're not stiff and you're outward focused. Your whole focus was on this audience. I could tell you wanted them to have your message, that you showed up for them. You moved around the stage, you leaned in and listened. You weren't afraid to get out of your box. And what did you say? Which created connection, right? Here we go. Involved the audience by taking shares during this at one point, and your eye contact was there the whole time. Your connecting with the audience wasn't just at the beginning, it was throughout. So that's what I see. What did you guys see that you did right?
Your life story was so clear this time, your journey actually. It's the first time, you got into the intro, but there was no example. And you truly got into the emotional journey, the family, your partner, and I think that's what we were waiting for. Good job.
Yeah, really good job on that. Anything else? What else did you do right?
So the first one was like very corporate. I get that corporate feel from you, the first one. Glasses, like looking at your phone. And now you just want to pass, you know? So yeah, you definitely show a different side of you.
Ramonda.
I love the confidence, how you connected with everyone, how you look deep into our eyes, and you were good at the storytelling. Really, like you proved so much, just like like you see when you speak from heart and you improvise, you do it even better.
Yeah. Good job, man. One more. What did you do right? What did you do right? Anything? What did you feel? I saw you nodding about the leaning in.
Yeah.
You felt something.
Yeah, like there was a lot of connection in this one, and the storytelling was just so right on. It just really brought things to life.
Yeah, you're a good storyteller. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, I saw and felt the whole thing. Good storyteller. Yeah. Yeah. It really painted a picture and I felt something. It was good. All right. Yes, Stanley. Sure.
So the things that really makes a difference for me for the first two speakers, especially, when they first came the first time, there wasn't like presence in the stage, and this the second time they just they own it. This is my stage.
Yeah. And
actually, before they even talk about it at all, I already create connection already. Is that a thing? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because both of them were out of their head and focused on you.
So the way we walk out of the stage is actually very important, and being able to kind of.
No. Being in the right state of mind, heart, and emotion is important. And when you're in a great state of mind, heart, and emotion, how you walk on the stage will take care of itself. Because if I'm walking on the stage as a technique, it's obvious. Watch. How y'all doing? Who's seen speakers do that? Right? Big body, big smile. Come on. And you know your audience, you're supposed to cheer, but did I make you feel like you wanted to cheer? No. But when Richard walked out and he was just, you could tell passionate, he's like, hi. You felt something because it was real. So that goes back to week one, get in the right state of mind, heart, and body. That changes how you walk out. Got it? Give him a hand.
Thanks.
All right, Ramonda. Give her the mic here. Give me the mic, please. Okay, up by the string, up by the string. Give me pull that out, please. Okay, put it, let's make sure it stays. Good, okay. It's hard when people have like really thin things to hold the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you a Lithuanian-Danish mix. She is an import from Europe, and we're happy to have her in Bali. And she's here to share with you a technique on how to overcome any challenges you're having, fears you're having, and get your life to where you want it to be. Let's have a big hand for Ramunda.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Great. So, guys, how many of you have ever had a dream, but you felt like self-doubt and fears were stopping you from going after them? Raise your hand. How many of you would like to let go of your fears and self-doubt and truly go after what you want? Raise your hand. How many of you believe that you deserve a life without any fears? Clap your hands. I love that energy. So guys, I used to be the type of person who was the queen of fears, the queen of self-doubt. I used to, wow. Someone is, wow, okay. Yeah. That was my screams in my head when I felt that I was not enough. I was literally hearing those voices in my head, feeling like, I'm not enough. There is something missing in my life. And I remember that day when I moved to Denmark. I was just 11 years old, and I had to start in a new school. I was so excited. I was telling to my mother, yes, my new school, I'm gonna have so many friends. I'm gonna meet these new Danish classmates. And I was so excited because now it's a new chapter of my life. So I was walking to the school, very happy. I had my hair like that, like a very cute girl going to the school, very excited. So I sit in front and I was waiting the teacher to ask me a question. And then she asked me a question. She said, introduce yourself. And I remember that I was so excited. Yes, it's my turn to introduce myself. Pick me up. And when I started talking, everyone started laughing at me. And I was, why are they laughing? And I realized they are laughing because I have an accent. From that day on, I became the most silent girl in the class. Not just in the class, even when I was studying my bachelor's degree, when I was studying my master's degree, I was still silent. I believed that my voice didn't matter. How many of you have ever experienced being bullied in school or feeling criticized? Raise your hand. How many can relate to know that you have so much knowledge you want to share, but you are not sharing it because you feel that your voice doesn't matter? That was me. I got enough and I took a decision. From now on, I want to change my life. I want to do something different. And that's when I started studying neuroscience, the power of mindset. I realized I had to change who I believed I was. So I went from being the most silent girl in the class, the most silent girl in the room, to becoming a coach for Google employees. I reprogrammed myself to believe that I am good enough, that I'm worthy enough, because we don't get in life what we want. We get in life what we become. What we get in life?
What we become.
Yes. And who would like to learn the techniques how to become the person who can have it all? Raise your hands and say yes. Yes. Higher. Yes. Yes. Okay. So guys, everything we get in life has to do with our identity. With what? Identity. Yes. So when we shift our identity to that new person, to the person who really believes that you can have it all, that's when we can have it all. Thank you.
All right, grab a seat.
I
in
tried
the
to make
feedback
it
chair.
shorter.
So, first up, grab a seat in the feedback chair. First off, time. You had your time constraint again. Here's the thing. Even though we didn't get through this part, I can just tell. The first thing I'll say about what we did right, I can tell you'll do this brilliantly. I'd actually like you to prepare this for next week if we have time, because we got 7 other people next week.
Yeah.
Because I want to see you finish. Your story about yourself is great and useful and valuable. But since you didn't actually have this planned out and practiced, you haven't been able to fit it into timer. You haven't been able to fit it into the allotted time. And the thing is, even saying that, I want to go to the rest of your talk. Like, how many of you felt that way? Like, you're like, I want to, if she does this as a talk for Tara or something, I want to go to it. And we actually don't even know what she's going to really say, because we only got to the first R and we got to identity this time, and I still want to go. And, everything we said the first time came about again. You took control of the audience, raise your hand higher, right? You had eye contact, you had connection, you had this great energy you came out with. Obviously, a lot of passion for your subject. And, it got me excited about the subject. The only thing I'll add is, again, when you're telling the story, a little bit about you, then involve me. A little bit about you, then involve me.
Yeah.
And we could have gotten that. But great questions that you came out with. You got great buy-in. Your credibility from your story is beautiful. Your connection and energy with the audience is great. You are not afraid to use this space, which is so many people get stuck in their box right up here. And that's great. Like, you just did so many things well. So I'm interested what you see when you watch the video. What else do we have for her? What other things did we like that we just saw? Joel.
I think the second time I really I don't know, I felt like I wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
I kind of subconsciously put my chair in and sat up a bit, and I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, she drew you in.
Yeah.
She literally drew
Yeah.
you in. Yeah. What else?
Definitely more powerful entry.
Oh yeah.
You went through much faster, so we were like, okay, we're ready.
Yeah. What else? What else we got? Yes, Rosie.
Actually, she was already very pretty and have authentic aura. Even I am woman, look at her, was so impressed in the beginning, and then when they speak, was so natural. For me, on the side, I can learn to improving to be okay, moving this be okay, sit and cry. Sometimes I feel to be messy is scary and make me nervous. I think I changed my voice, but I can feel she a bit nervous, but she transition the voice so natural. So I like it to see in the side.
Yeah. It's good. What else? Yes.
I like the fact that she integrated the noise in real time. Instead of having it like a distraction, you actually incorporated it into speech.
Got it. Anything else? Any other great bits of feedback?
So I would hesitate to lie, even though you haven't solved, because I can tell that you live what you talk, but at the same time you're really authentic. So it's just a very great balance.
Give her a hand. Right. How's it feel to you?
Oh, I'm very happy that I came out of my comfort zone, because I didn't prepare and I wanted just to see how it would go without any preparation.
And you did it.
Yes.
It's great, man. Give her a hand.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
All right. So, May, are you ready? This is... No, come on. This is round 2.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ready? Come on. Okay. Microphone. Okay, Ramonda, can you give this to me?
Yes, sure.
Come on, mate. Here. Thank you. Okay. May, let me get your. Okay. Let's get your shirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to give you a short intro. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a woman, May from Puppy Therapy Bali, who is here to speak to us today on how the love of dogs saved her life and how she is now bringing the love of dogs to everyone in Bali, the love from dogs, I should say, to everyone in Bali. She's going to share with us about her story and the powerful organization that she has created. Let's have a big, warm welcome for May.
Thank you so much, Mike.
You are so welcome, May.
How are you guys? All right. So, yes, that's true. I have that organization. So, it's about puppy and more dogs. So, I want to show you this. So, this is the event we have last Sunday. Everyone is just so happy. I wish you were also there. Oh, will you be there this Saturday? Yeah. How many of you love dogs? How many of you have one? Or maybe more? You do? Ah, right. So see, not everyone loves dogs can commit to raise one, right? That's why puppy therapy serving you your days, your event, and then make Bali more lonely, less, and then I also support pet-friendly places, especially cafes. So I want to connect dog lovers and then business owners, groomers, pet photographer, everyone that loves dog and just be in one room together. So let's connect. If you ask me, who am I don't have much to say, but if it's about dogs, oh, I'm so passionate. I was born and raised always with at least one dog at home, so I don't know what life could be without one. That's why when my dog passed away, I get so stressed. I lost, I almost died from the septic shock. Do you agree with me that dogs are always lovely? Do you agree that dogs never judge you through your highs and lows? Do you agree that you don't need to explain what you've been through, but they're always a good company to you? Do you think the place is better when there's dog around? Yeah. So, yeah. I want you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Imagine you are a stranger. You are in a new place. There's people around you, but you cannot connect with them. You just don't know what to say. You don't know what to talk about. You don't know how to connect with them. But suddenly, a dog came into the room, bring loves to everyone, sniff you, lick you, smile to you. You look into their eyes. And more dogs joined in the room. Oh, whatever, that's birthday, any event, even just a casual working from anywhere, suddenly becomes special. Now, please open your eyes. So, you just feel what puppy therapy do, and then I'll see you guys this Saturday. Thank you so much.
Give her a hand. All right, feedback chair, feedback chair. By the way, 2 pieces of feedback I wanted to deliver that I forgot. Richard Miller, you're so good. You actually got the owner of the whole joint to be like, by the way, these 2 guys, yeah, both of you actually. He goes, these 2 guys were completely different the second time. That's pretty good feedback. He's not even in the class. And he's like, hey, I saw him, and then they came back and did that. And it's like, that's pretty impressive, right? And you did a great job with integration when the scream happened. That's what's called integration. Like something happens, instead of speaker going, God damn it, what's going on around here? They're like, that's how I used to feel. Yeah, this is actually perfect. I think I couldn't have timed this better. Like great speakers do that. And that was really well done. Dude, you come out, when you walk out on stage, your joy, your energy, like, and this time, I mean, you were good last time, but this time you like just came out with like happiness and joy and everything. The passion for your subject was like obviously there. You had your thoughts a lot more organized. I like it. You're following this a lot better, and fall in love with this, because this is really going to help your subject, being able to lead everybody to the point where you have your call to action. You had lots of great questions. You kept asking people this time, like drawing them in, and they were all responding. It was great. I love the closed eye exercise, because that's so perfect to lead into, well, that's what puppy therapy feels like. You gave us a feeling, because that's the whole point of your thing. But you're like, okay, well, I couldn't bring a dog with me, but I can get you to imagine this feeling. And that feeling, and then you led right from that to, oh, well, if you liked that, how much are you going to like actually having a dog on Saturday? Really great. And you moved your energy up and down, which was great. A lot of the things you did right last time, you did again. I mean, just much improved. You kept everything that you did well, and then you added a bunch of very good stuff. So like, just fall in love with this structure, because this really helps you. Yeah. Who else? What did she do well? Yes.
She really take our feedback,
Yeah.
coming with like amazing energy, and it's really really good to keeping that. But in the middle, she getting low again.
Yeah.
That's what I get.
It's nice to go up and down and then comes back up. Yeah. Okay. What else? Yeah, Richard.
The pacing was phenomenal. At first, it was fast. I understand why, but this time it was just steady, and we had time to mentally digest the story, to track with you, and it just felt perfect. It felt like it wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow. It was Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go. What else? Yes, Ramonda.
I like how you made like different questions this time. When you said, when you talk about dogs, and you say they don't judge us, they don't, like, more that we get this feeling. Yeah, it's true. Like if I had a dog, like he would always, like the dog would always be like my best friend, kind of. And what you could improve also, not improve, but yeah, what you could improve, maybe tell your story, your unique story. You said something that you were about to die or something, that you were sick. You can use that story. You can tell it in a storytelling way, how you felt. Like you can put all the emotions. I was so sick. I was feeling so bad, and my best friend was always there for me, and that was my dog. My dog was there for me. My dog was part of my healing, maybe something like that. That you feel that, because you have a powerful story, and you can actually like really share that story in a way that everyone feels so touched.
There you go. And one more. What else did she do right? Who's got one that's really good one? What did she do well? What did she do right? Yes, Stanley.
I think the really important part is she bring that energy of joy throughout, and that's actually what the event and the talk is all about. So you could like really feel from the top, and then kind of the closing eyes, and you could imagine how the two gonna connect.
Yeah, there you go. Joel.
I think like the premises of like the
hands up, and everybody who likes dogs puts their hand up, and everybody who doesn't have a dog. I think like the idea of that's just really powerful, you know, like a selling point to why you should come, because everybody does love dogs, but it's not the case in Bali that everybody can have a dog.
Yeah, I think you made that point very well.
So well with everybody, and make you think like, oh yeah, that's a really good reason to go. You know?
I was looking at villas, and this one guy was leaving and had adopted this puppy off the street, and this thing fucking loved me. I don't know. It followed me around that villa. It was between my feet. It was sniffing me, and it was cute. I mean, God, I was in love with this thing, and I'm like, yeah, but I just don't. I'm, you know, first off, I'm single, so like that's not great for a dog. The best I could do is adopt it as a Bali dog and be like, well, you can live around my house. But this dog, you could tell, was ready to be like a house pet and should be with a family. And I was torn because I was like, oh my God, but but I love it and it loves me. But I wouldn't have been right for it, right? Because I don't have the lifestyle for a dog. And you solved that problem. Now I can come to your thing. So it's great. Give her a hand.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Not easy because I thought I'll be free because time is up, right?
Yeah.
And then this morning I sold 4 out of 10 tickets, but they just said cancel before you call me out. So yeah, it wasn't easy for me to be bubbly and lively here. But yeah,
You
whatever.
keep presenting like this, you'll be selling more tickets. For sure. Give her a hand.
Thank you so much.
All right, Rosie, come on. Our last lady of the day. Come on, come on. Are we ready? Ladies, and then after Rosie will give her feedback, we'll take a few minutes to just digest what are the top 2 or 3 things you got today, and then I'll hang around and we can break, do whatever we like. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a doctor, an esthetician, a nutritionist, someone who can tell you how to be your ultimate self in health, in appearance, and in life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big hand for Rosie. Oh, wait, microphone. Let's do this. Wait. You got it?
Yes.
No, on the outside, like this. There. Okay, good. Come on, wait, one more hint. Let's try this properly. Ladies and gentlemen, Rosie!
Hello everyone, thank you so much. It's really nice to be here around of you. And today this is not only about my speak perfection journey, but this unperfection I'm gonna tell you guys. And my name is Rose. I am entrepreneur aesthetic and wellness, and I just moving in Bali a few months ago. And I have question for all of you. Who in here know about aesthetic industry? Please. Yeah. Hello. What do you know? Maybe.
What do I know?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's such a big industry. There's a lot going on, and I need to know more.
Okay. So, what do you know exactly? The basic. Maybe you can share with us.
Like the part of the aesthetics industry, like for face stuff.
Yes.
Or, I don't know. There's a lot of different kinds of procedures, and there's like questions: is it safe? Should I do it? What's it gonna be like? What's it gonna feel like? Is it really gonna work? How long is it gonna work? There's just so many questions around it.
Yeah, that's right. Anybody have some question or want to tell me, please? Beautiful lady, maybe? Do you have question?
I have questions. I would like to get to know more because I don't know actually.
All right. Okay.
I'm curious to hear from you.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want to know?
Anyone want to tell? No? Okay. So, yeah, that's like Helen say, aesthetic stuff, this one of part of like an interesting topic we can share. One of them might be judge our job to be like, I gonna be change my face to be somebody else, and they're gonna be scared because they see a lot opinion, a lot poster people doing aesthetic treatment, the face change to be like a ugly or malefic death or something like that. And the interesting part, this is not that story like that. If we're really doing in the right job and in the right treatment, we exactly keep your face in the natural way, the way you look. So increase your confidence side. Probably people missing that. So on that point, probably people just think like, oh, I have insecurity on my side, especially on my physical, and then I like to improve and come to my place, and then talk to me the way they want to like know more how they want improve their self. And everybody like think that's my job is doing shortcut, but it's actually not like that. We really keeping in the natural way, and we like to build developing knowledge for my patient to come to me to feel like a more confident in the like believing themselves, believing the beauty they already have, and a lot of things. I have question before I continue. So if everybody in here have like a deep insecurity, especially on a body, please raise your hand. Yes.
Well, I would like to be a little bit thinner.
All right.
Yeah. So like I used to be very athletic, but skinny athletic.
Okay.
And over the last, I would say 6 years, I have put on weight. And now I've also noticed that I'm not metabolizing things like I used to.
Okay.
And I don't know whether this is like turning 40 thing that happens to women, but things are changing. And I'm finding it hard to accept it, and my body is changing, you know? So yeah, I've got more fat on my body right now, and it's harder to get rid of it.
This is really to be normal, like because since we are getting older, our metabolism also getting down, and the way you feel, this is like not just you. I think everybody have same like experience. Even me, we have same feeling. This kind of sometimes I'm missing
It's okay. We're right.
the
Big
word.
hand for Rosie.
Thank you.
All right, grab the feedback chair.
My English was still not
It's okay.
perfect, so
Grab the feedback chair. So first, big hand for her. Okay, we'll set this. Hold on. So tell me. First off, to just say what I saw that you did well, man. You came out with totally different energy. You were much more prepared. You were much more out here. You had question, and they were good questions. And you weren't afraid to move around and involve the audience. And then at one point, when you asked for examples and you weren't getting what you wanted from the audience, right? Instead of being like, oh crap, no one's saying anything. You're just like, hey, beautiful lady, what about you? You look like you do aesthetic stuff. Do you have questions? Right? And you just like, great, if the audience is going to give it to me, I'm going to take it. That's a very important thing to be able to do as a speaker, because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, Richard was a good example when he's like, say yes. And then he was not quite satisfied. He's like, come on, say yes. And he got the yes he wanted. And instead of going like, oh, damn it, no one's giving me stuff. You're like, fine, she looks good. I'll talk to her. Boom. Right? And you made the audience get involved. And that takes guts. Right? I love your interaction with her at the end. This is where I started actually feeling like you were an expert. And I was like, if I was in the audience, I'd be like, shit, I think I have a question after Agatha said. Did anyone, after she started talking to Agatha, did anyone else here go like, oh, actually, now I have a question for her? Who? You did? Really?
Same with you. Sorry, Helen. When you were asking all your questions, I've got so many questions. I was like, yeah, I can imagine other people going like, oh.
Yeah, that's the thing. When she's asking questions, when she was interacting with her, Irene's like, oh, well, after you started interacting with her now, so talk to her after class because she has something she wants to ask you about, right? That was great. I mean, all that was great. The only thing that was against you today was preparation. Like, I wish, and this is what I'll say for all you guys next week, the quality of your preparation is going to affect the quality of your feedback, right? Like, you're getting great feedback, but if you had practiced this in the mirror 3 or 4 times, mapped it out, gotten the nerves out of your body and came here, we could give you even better feedback, right? So the quality of your prep is going to be the quality of the feedback you get. And now you guys know, be ready for next week. There's no way out, right? Okay, who else has what she did right?
I loved the energy and also the fact that you were more open and you have a lovely smile. And
Thank
the
you.
beginning was just
Mm-hmm.
you were having this attitude, but then it just you were starting
Serious.
Yeah, more serious thing, more serious tone. But in the beginning, you had such a beautiful smile. Keep on doing that, and more eye contact, which I really like. The more engagement,
Mm-hmm.
engagement with the audience, it felt really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ramonda.
Yeah, I actually, in this speech, I got very curious. I was like, okay, you aesthetic without changing face, like what is it? I want to learn. I got curious. Got my true curiosity, like, wow, interesting. So it's really nice how you engage, and even when you ask me a question, you're like, yeah, I have many questions, but I have so many questions that, I don't know about the topic, so the questions are not really clear. I want to know
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, look at this.
Yes.
You're signing people up, right? Same with you, by the way. I bet you got a bunch of people here who do want to go to your puppy thing now. Like, if you keep speaking like you're speaking, you'll get tickets. But again, prepare. Organize your thoughts. Put it through this. Preparation. The smoother you are, the more enrolling you are. The same. If you come unprepared, you'll do as good as you do. If you come prepared, it's times 10, always, right? But yeah, look, people. Anyone else? 2 more people. What went well? Yes.
I also felt like her pacing was much better this time.
Yeah.
The first time it was very quick and it didn't give us enough time to absorb the information. But this time it was more natural and I was able to absorb it much better. And it made you seem more comfortable.
Thank you.
What else?
Don't take this the wrong way.
Sure.
You said you're from Jakarta. I feel like your English actually improved.
Yeah.
Language, the second time around, your English was far better structured and easier to understand.
No, actually, my English still not perfect. That's why I cannot answer the question perfect.
You can.
Yeah, I can.
But go on. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. One more. Come on. What you do well?
The level of engagement was so much more this time.
Yes.
Much higher
Yes.
level of engagement with the audience, and the energy was bigger, and you got around the room this time instead of staying in the center. So it was you took up the space of the stage as well. So
Yeah. Anyway, anyone else? One more. Last one. What you do great?
I'd say just the confidence is different. She's
Yeah.
rushing, she take her time, she connect with people, just really owning the stage.
Yes. And this is the last thing I'll say. It's just an example again. You know what? I'm looking at you and I'm like, she's showing up and it was like, well, I'm not prepared this week. And my English is only okay. And what have we learned today? This is called a what? Rosie. You moved to Bali. You are a doctor. You have started a company. And you're telling me, oh, my English is just okay. And I didn't have time to prepare. Bullshit. It's a way of protecting yourself because we're afraid if we mess up. Now we have our excuse. Well, I wasn't really ready. And anyway, English is my second language. Your English is fine. You're 80%. You're functional. Everybody can understand what you have. And you did have time to prepare this week. And you could have. And you love your subject. So dude, no, you are a doctor. You are a businesswoman. You moved to the island you wanted to be on. You made life happen. That's the part of yourself to tap into.
Yes.
Forget this other BS of
Yes.
oh, I wasn't quite ready. I'm not quite good. It's not true. It's just one of those things we cling to so that if we mess up, then we don't have to beat ourselves up. We have an out. Here's the thing. If you mess up, just don't beat yourself up. It's okay to mess up. That's how we learn, right?
Yeah.
And, the more prepared you are, the better feedback you'll get. But I'd love to see you do this the 3rd time and the 4th time Because when you see the video of like you on your first time and you on your second time and you see the improvement, now if you get it out of your head that I need an excuse to protect myself, and you just go, no, I'm a fucking doctor and a businesswoman who moved to Bali and I'm an expert, and you own that and you walk out with that, I'd love to see that. Like what you would look like if you practiced this 3 or 4 times and then came out. You got this. The only thing holding you back is that excuse in the head.
Yeah.
And that excuse is just to protect the inner child. Inner child doesn't need protection. She grew up to be a fucking doctor. I'm not even a doctor. I would love to be a doctor. I don't think I'm smart enough to get a doctorate. That's impressive, right? So remember that about yourself. Own it, right? Am I wrong? Yeah. Give her a hand.
Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Was my English good enough? Did you understand me?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I just want to check. So, all right, let's see. Tell me, top 2 or 3 things you're taking from today. What's everybody getting from today? Go on.
Everybody's own unique style is interesting.
Yeah.
Regardless of what they have to say.
Right, like everybody was so different from each other, and they all worked. Right? Everybody had something a little different, but they all worked. It was great. Good one. What else? What else? What are you learning from today?
The importance of connection and making people relate to you.
Yes, connection and make people relate to you. Ben?
I think everybody's story matched the person that expressed it.
Yeah, people were telling stories that matched them. Yeah, great. What else? Yes, Stanley?
Perfect is just in our head.
Perfect is just in your head.
Yeah.
Perfect is on.
Perfect.
Perfect is
Everything
on.
is perfect and everything is imperfect.
Exactly. And by the way, perfect is unnecessary. Things will flow. Things will change. People will scream, right? Like you just get good and prepared, right? It's the same as sports, right? I can practice and practice and practice and practice whatever my sport is. But if I'm playing rugby, once the game starts, I don't know exactly what's going to happen when I'm on the field. I just know I'm ready for it because I've spent all this time preparing. Got it? What else?
Yeah, kind of on that idea, something that Ben said, that when he was out there, he was ready in his head. As soon as he was on stage, he just jumped into the water. So there was this thing, and I think you're leading to it, is just to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Just play.
Just enjoy.
Don't worry about
Yeah. Dude, did anyone ever see the Michael Jordan poster, I Failed? So does everyone know who Michael Jordan is? I didn't know. Jesus, okay. You're all from different countries. It's not like basketball's famous everywhere. Michael Jordan has a poster from Nike that says, I failed, in big letters. And it says, I've missed over 3,000 free throws in my career. I've committed over 700 fouls. 26 times I was trusted to take the game-winning shot, and I missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my career, and that's why I succeed. And it was like I think it was like 5 years, it was like the top-selling poster in America. People had this everywhere, right? Dude, so what? That's how you do it. Get out, fuck it up, get the feedback, integrate the feedback, go do it again. Oh shit, I just got better. Get me more feedback. I'll go do it again. Right? This is not about perfection. What else? Couple more. Joe.
This authenticity wins regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as there's no performance or anything like that,
Yeah.
and you're authentic, you're on to success.
Yeah. And a couple more. One last thought. Anyone? What did you get from today?
So to help me put myself there, I want to think about something higher, not just try to finish these 3 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
What can happen? What good thing can happen if I do this? For example,
Yes.
I imagine myself like pitching my business, or like let other people know the benefit or the purpose of this. So that's also helped me to give confidence for myself.
Yes, service. When it's not about us, when we're outside ourselves, right? That's where we empty the cup, Fill the cup, right? Get pencils down exercise, get rid of the insecurity. Why do people need to hear me? Fill the cup. And then we disappear and we're just thinking about, I got to get people in front of dogs, right? And that's why I'm here. It's not about me. It's not about being perfect. It's about them. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ooh, give her a hand. That's a good one. Okay, so for those of you who haven't gone, you're going to go next week. Next week we'll go faster. The first week is always slow because everyone's like, oh my God, me, really? And it's like pulling teeth. But now you know what to expect and everybody know who's going. The ones who went this week, please show up because we need your energy, your feedback, right? Everybody else wants to know, what did you think? We need our audience here. But the quality of your prep will determine the quality of the feedback we'll be able to give you. Right? You know, if you come up and you're like, well, I haven't prepared and I'm just going to kind of try, we can only give you feedback based on what you give us. Yeah. So prep. Any last questions, comments before we break for the day? I know we ran over. Thank you for sticking it in. No?
We are
yes.
going to have a Frisbee game on the beach. If anyone wants to join at 4 o'clock, it's on Nomeo, so the weather is amazing. It hasn't been that way for the last few weeks.
Oh, there you go. I like it. All right. Thanks, guys. Great week 5.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, we're going to be here.
Yeah, we are looking for speakers for Terra events. So if you feel like you want to be one, please. Yeah?
Ramonda's
We already talked about it.
Yeah, I actually have one other guy who should talk to you. Really interesting cat from Ubud, and I'll hook him up with you. No, he's an American guy. Actually, has a tattooed head, and does a really interesting talk. So I'll have him talk to you.
If you feel like you feel the urge
Yeah.
to speak to people, and share some knowledge, just feel free to contact me. Yeah.
And I'll do one if you need some people, and I got one of my other subjects I'll do instead of the one I did last time. Yeah.
To do a talk, you have to have like an offer.
Oh no, you can't have an offer. That's the whole point. It's Terra. We're not selling anything.
Nothing is for sale.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of coaches have businesses that they tend to talk about, even if it's not an offer per se.
Well, yeah, you can, like when I talk, for example, I'm often using case studies, but it's my point in doing that is to use a case study to deliver information because stories are how people learn, like I've been telling you. But there's never a time at the end when I go, oh, and by the way, if you want to coach with me, my website is coachwithmike.com. My Instagram is this. You can set up a discovery session. Not allowed. If you're using a case study because it actually illustrates a point, fine. You're talking about your business, but you're talking about it in order to deliver information to me.
You're an expert, so you meant to give
Right.
value, so you need to give examples.
Right.
Because otherwise, what's you there for?
Exactly.
How long in advance do you have to like propose you talking? Is it like you booked up for 4 weeks, or or is it just like like say I want to speak at Terra? Yeah. Is Terra booked up for like 5 weeks in advance?
I'm so nervous.
Yeah. Okay. And week 6, I'll just say a couple of things. My Instagram, I'll put it in thread again, is at Coach with Mike. And then week 6, someone gave me a great idea in Ubud. It's funny, like I did this really because like this was Irene's idea. She's like, hey, you speak and stuff. I'm like, yeah. She goes, can you teach speaking? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you wanna? Like this is how this started. I've never done this for money or before. I always train professional people one-on-one. But I like it. And I don't think I would actually make it a living because it's not portable. But once or twice a year, I'm at Everett. So I'm going to bring someone said this yesterday, it was a great idea. I'm going to bring a separate camera and a selfie stick. And at the end of our class next week, there'll be like a testimonial corner. And if you want to go leave a testimony about what your experience was in the class, what you got out of it, what you liked about it, how nice my hair is, my dress sense, whatever it is, please do. Would love to have that from you. Yeah.
I'll just speak to you after.
Okay, I'm going to be here. I'm going to have a coffee. I'm not running, or a coconut probably. Great. We're great, man. Take a break. Okay. So, yeah, I want to flesh out your talk. I want to do it. I want to come see it. I like it.
Yes,
And
you're gonna do it.
when you do it, I want you to have a microphone like this, and I want you to record it on the camera, and I'll tell you why. Because what you're going to do is you're going to use this video to create content for yourself to post. You're also going to isolate the soundtrack, and you're going to create an audio course that you can sell or give away. Because I think your class will be great for that. The other thing you're going to do is take that soundtrack and you're going to run it through AI. AI is going to create a manuscript for you. And then you're going to chop that manuscript up into chapters so you'll have a book to go with the audio course. So when you speak, it's going to create online content for you. It's going to create a course to give away or sell, and it's going to create a book all in about 2 hours from delivering your talk, right? But make sure people will people will forgive bad video. If it's a little grainy, they'll still watch. They will not forgive bad sound. They want clear sound. But you have an opportunity if you structure your talk well, right? Then the way you speak is going to lend itself to being cut into chapters in an audio course way and in a book way. And so you'll actually be able to create a product for yourself. Yeah.
I did a workshop 3 days ago in our community.
Yeah.
And I recorded actually on my phone as well, and they
Yeah.
put it on YouTube. So, and people loved it so much, and people were crying, and I really wanted to share that. I used actually also your techniques as well.
Yeah.
And I would love to do that with Tara. I was actually thinking about
Good.
it.
You guys What's up, brother?
Yeah, I was going to talk about you were saying you don't think there's portability for this.
Well, the point, I guess, for me is when at this point, like I'm all about flexibility and freedom. So whenever I think of a way of creating money, I'm always like, what has the least moving parts and what can be automated so it makes money without me? So like right now I'm doing PDF farming where I've got a PDF that I put online. I drive traffic to a landing page, sell the thing for $20, and AI can translate it into multiple languages. And so I can market it all over the world. And if 300 people a month pay me $20, I've got $6,000 a month coming in, right? And then I just have to be on the computer a few hours a week going like, okay, is this working? Is this, am I still getting leads? What are my stats? All that stuff, But this class, I'd have to market. I'd have to show up and actually do it. You know what I'm saying?
But I think there's another way to do it. Like, I think like you're looking at PDFs, maybe it's like an old school.
Oh wait, let me turn this off. So because I'm about to upload this, and I don't want this all recorded.
Mike, next week I cannot come because I go home. So